This week on the Digital Marketing Scoop, we're talking about Facebook ads for e-commerce. Hey everyone, welcome to this week's episode of the Digital Marketing Scoop. So this week we're talking all about Facebook ads for e-commerce. So look, there's no secret here. Facebook ads is an absolutely amazing platform for e-commerce, and throw obviously Facebook own Instagram. So throw Instagram ads into that mix as well. And I suppose overall, one of the great things with Facebook is Facebook catalog, which basically allows you to import your entire catalog of products into Facebook and Instagram for advertising across their platform. So we've had a few questions around this panel. What's the first one off the bat?
So we asked our Instagram followers, did they have any questions about e-commerce and Facebook ads? So one of the questions was, how do I connect my e-commerce site to Facebook?
So if you're on Shopify or if you're on WooCommerce, this is relatively easy to do with WooCommerce, which is what we use here mostly. There is a plugin, and then you literally install that plugin onto your WooCommerce website, and you follow the instructions from it to connect your Facebook account to your website, and also set up your Facebook catalog then, so that with that connection, then all your products, if your stock changes, if your so if a product goes out of stock, obviously you don't want to promote it, it'll pick that up, it'll update your feed either every hour, every 24 hours.
Yeah, you can choose which time you want it to update. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, so that's a really nice way to be able to connect your store to your site. And obviously, as I say, Shopify do it. I'm sure other platforms, I'm sure Magento has one,
BigCommerce, WooCommerce. Yeah. I think there's 4 or 5 of them. If you could just go in. So basically, if you go into your business manager, because I don't think people know even where catalog manager is sometimes. So if you go into your Facebook business manager, and then you can click the options, and there's catalog manager, and you'll go in there and you can add a catalog and follow the steps, and you'll be able to set it up that way, and it'll be really
pull in
easy.
all your products. Yeah. And that kind of is really what unleashes the power of e-commerce on Facebook and Instagram.
Yeah.
Second question. I've set up a simple e-commerce site on WooCommerce. How can I advertise my products? So the first thing is, I suppose, what we just said. Get them connected. Once they're connected, then within the Facebook ads platform, you can create catalog ads. And like any Facebook ad, it really comes down to your targeting.
Yeah, your audiences, your ads, what is the text in the ads, talking to each audience.
Yeah, and obviously if everything is set up correctly and been tracked correctly, then you'll have all your e-commerce conversion rates and the value of all your sales within Facebook as well. So once you've created your ads and you have a bit of data, you may find like specific products happen to perform extremely well with specific audiences.
Yeah, and
that's brilliant, and maybe they're the ones to focus on and expanding the product offering around that area and focusing on those audiences, because we actually did a video on this the other day about really getting quite granular, that even if you have a mass market product, you need to get really niche, really granular with your audiences, and creating individual creatives for all those individual audiences. So that goes whether it's e-commerce or not, but definitely with e-commerce you want to do exactly the same. You want to make sure you're getting the right product in front of the right person. Yeah. 3, what can I do to make sure shoppers are seeing the best products? So I suppose there's probably lots of different ways to do it. Like we just said, the previous question is definitely the audiences is obviously hugely important. But also, because if you have your tracking set up correctly, or your integration between the website and Facebook set up correctly, you can now create audiences. Say people viewed a specific product. Now you want them to see these other products as well as that product. Yeah. Exactly. So like if you have I'm going to take a very simple example here of a blue shirt. Yeah. People might say, "Oh, the blue shirts, yeah, that's fine." But now we can show them the black shirt, the red shirt, the white shirt, all the variations.
Or
of
nice pants.
Or nice pants to match.
You can also target people who say went as far as the checkout but didn't actually buy the product. So you can retarget them.
Yeah.
You can also exclude people who have just checked out. So say they've bought something yesterday, so they mightn't be shown ads for that for the next 7 days or 14. You can choose whatever length of time. So that's a great way to kind of save money then, targeting 100%. Them for no reason.
Yeah. And with that same audience then, if they bought a particular product, maybe if you buy that product, there are lots of other products like it that you might want to buy, or upsells or cross-sells. That's my Google Hangouts going off. So what you could do is create an audience from converters from a specific product, and then promote to them the accessories for that product or the upsells of that other product.
Yeah.
So you can create an audience from your converters, as well as obviously visiting specific products or pages across your website.
You're very popular, Mark.
I'm very popular. I'm gonna mute this.
Yeah.
There we go.
You can also create a lookalike audience of your converters as well.
Yeah.
Which is a great one.
100%. And again, you can break that down as well, rather than, okay, this is what lookalike of everybody who converts on my site is.
Yeah, particular
niche
products.
With that. Exactly. Yeah. Get niche, get granular with that then as well, with the lookalike audiences. Last one on our list. Would you recommend manually uploading each product to Facebook ads? No. You can, like, there's an option there, but we don't know why it's there. It would take so long, and then anytime a product is out of date or anything, or out of stock, sorry, or out of date,
true. You'd have to delete it manually, and it's tedious, and you could forget it.
Now, I suppose, look, if you do have, if you have a site, maybe it's not e-commerce as such, it doesn't have a cart, maybe you have one product, then I suppose, then that's the way to do it. But if you're on any of the e-commerce platforms, as we said earlier, Shopify, WooCommerce, Magento, BigCommerce, all those platforms, they have they can plug in and integrate with Facebook, and that is definitely the way we would recommend.
Yeah, and they can automatically update.
Exactly.
And if you don't have any of those, you can also look into the Facebook Pixel option as well.
Exactly.
We don't use that here with our clients yet. We might find a client if anyone wants to get onto us. But yeah, you can also do that. So there's loads of options if you aren't on any of those sites either.
Definitely. Brilliant. That's been this week's episode of the Digital Marketing Scoop.